Hey, what's up, my crazy subscriber? This is Joe King Johnson 74, and today I'll be doing the best class setup for the Grau 5.56. Now, this assault rifle is pretty much made for you to be an all-around soldier here in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You're gonna be able to handle short-range combat to all the way to long-range combat. The way it's set up, I mean, it is just keeping this damage consistency, and also the accuracy is pretty much well done. So, you're gonna be transitioning between long-range and short-range combat as fast as possible, and it's gonna keep up with the speed. Now, another thing that this gun does is it's a great crowd control weapon. Once you see like a large crowd of enemies coming towards you, you're gonna keep on shooting. The amount of rapid fire this weapon has is not too high or not too low, so the bullets are always gonna be consistent. They're always gonna be like a good amount of speed. So back-to-back enemies, I mean, it takes like around 7 to 10 bullets to take down an enemy, and plus the ammo that you have per mag is going to be quite a tremendous sight to see, because you're going to be taking down enemies back-to-back like crazy, and you're going to be very surprised the way you do things out there in the battlefield with this best class setup of the Grau 5.56. So now let's move on to the gunsmith so you guys can see the attachments and the way I have this assault rifle set up. So the muzzle, the current one that I have right now is the monolithic suppressor. It increases your sound suppression and also your damage range. So not only are you going to be taking out large crowds of enemies, but you're also going to be keeping your stealth. So you're going to be wondering, where's the shots coming from? The only way they can be able to see that is by the bullet streaks, of course. But at the same time, you're going to keep on your stealth. Take out a large crowd of enemies, are going to be losing their shit. So it's going to be an amazing sight to see once you pull this off with a monolithic suppressor. The reason why I choose this one over the lightweight and the tactical is because this one gives actually more damage range. So the next thing will be the barrel. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be arguing about between the Archangel or the Nexus. The reason why I didn't choose a Tempest is because it actually adds too much weight, and I've actually used it before, and it does increase the damage by a little bit more, but the speed actually tremendously goes down. So you're going to be like a very slow snail running out there, and the aiming speed is going to be way too low. Try it like that, and you're going to be able to tell the difference, how much you're going to be missing all that speed. So not only are you going to be going from short range combat to long range combat, but you're now going to move from medium range combat to long range combat, which means you're going to eliminate the short range combat altogether. You want to keep up a little bit of speed to make this weapon an all-around weapon, so that's why I use the Nexus. The underbarrel, I have the Ranger foregrip. It does control a little bit the weapon, a lot more better compared to the other one, which is the Commander foregrip. And I've seen the differences. The Commander foregrip allows the weapon to go side to side like crazy, and the Ranger foregrip, I mean, it has a little bit of recoil, but it only goes a little bit up and down. So I prefer the Ranger foregrip. It has more control for me, and I can handle a lot of enemies from long-range combat. So the next one will be the Ammunition, of course, the 60 round mags. It is quite important to have this one because you want to handle large crowd of enemies. The 60 bullets are going to be pretty much in handy, and you should be able to see that a lot in the scrapyard. And I mean, there's a lot of enemies you can flank, and having 60 rounds per mag instead of like 30 will be quite of a help. So make sure you use the 60 round mags, and you should be able to tell the difference of how, like, oh, okay, so I don't have to reload. Just keep on shooting the enemy, because they're going to be coming back to back and spawning back to back of each other, because it's ground war. That's on ground war. But on 6 versus 6 and all that stuff, I guess you should go with a 30 mag. But right now I'm using the 60 round mag. The next thing will be the optic. I usually use the flipper. You can use whatever you want. And this one I don't recommend to use a flipper if you don't want to. But I personally use the flipper because I'm telling you, this weapon is an all-around weapon. I can use it from short-range combat to long-range combat. So that's why I use the flipper. So I can see a lot better when it comes down to all those situations. So it does help me out a lot. But you guys can use whatever you want and test out yourselves. But I personally use the 4.0 flip hybrid. Sorry, I keep saying it wrong. But yeah, that's my best class setup for the Grau, and hopefully you guys test it out and tell me how it goes for you. So if you guys get a lot of back-to-back kill streaks, then I guess no problem, guys. I mean, I'll keep on showing you more best class setups that I have here in my whole setup here. So that is it, guys. That is the best class setup for the Grau 4.56. If you guys want to see more best class setups, make sure you subscribe for more. See ya.